Welcome to Golden Heart Healing. Today, I want to share a story that will weave into living from our truth and living from our heart and using our voices. Many times, when people have experienced trauma around their voice, as in being silenced as a kid or experiencing some type of abuse that created a scenario where you didn't understand that holding a secret or that being silent about something awful that has happened to you, that you didn't quite understand then the importance of speaking up for yourself and speaking up for your own safety. So, as I've gone through my own life, I have been learning this. It's taking me a long time, and I'm still learning this. And one thing that has really helped me is to notice the cues that my body gives off to me, the signs and symptoms that I'm holding back. And typically for me, that I notice a level of frustration building inside me. So, the other day, I was out shopping and I had this cute little clutch that I was wearing or carrying with me. And I wanted to hold up a couple different shirt sizes to see how they would fit. And so I laid the clutch down onto the counter where a lot of different apparel and type things were being displayed. I picked the shirts up and held them up to me, and I picked the clutch up and began to turn around and notice that a person that was working at the store happened to be standing there. Now, quite literally, she had a look of shock on her face. Her eyes were big as saucers, and her jaw was slightly open, and she sort of came toward me or leaned toward me, and she said, is everything okay? Can I help you with something? And suddenly my whole body felt in this sort of defense mode. I was feeling some sort of defense. Perhaps it was hers, perhaps it was mine, could have been both. It doesn't really matter. So I just let it go. Well, she went off and talked to another employee, and I just happened to catch that in the corner of my eye. And the other employee came rushing toward me, quite literally. And she came toward me and she said, "Can I help you? Is everything okay?" And I sort of just backed up and I got a big smile on my face. And I said, "Hey, I don't really know exactly what's going on here, but I feel that maybe I completely freaked out the lady who was standing over here who works at the store." I said, I put my clutch down and I held a couple shirts up, and then I picked my clutch up, and I know how this could appear. And so I just want to say, if you'd like to look and go through my clutch, or you want to hold my clutch up at the front, then you can. And the lady just sort of paused for a really long time, and then she said, "I don't really know what you're talking about." And I said, "Well, maybe you don't, but I feel like inside of me that perhaps you do. And it's okay. Everything's okay. I just want to feel very comfortable as I'm shopping, and I hope and would like you guys to feel comfortable with me as well." Now, this was an important moment for my own healing, because in the past, I can promise you, I would have remained silent. I would have left the store, and I would have been upset with my experience and what my intuition was telling me, and that I didn't follow my intuition. And oftentimes when we follow our intuition, we can have this certain intuition about someone coming at us, but then we don't have to meet them with that same energy. We can meet them from a place of empowerment, compassion, love, and understanding. So in yoga, Sat Chit Ananda. And I did my best in that moment to do that. Maybe it could be done a little more eloquently, but I feel very comfortable with how it went down. And I wanted to share this story in hopes that if you have some sort of trauma, maybe you're not even aware. And if you can begin to come into contact and in touch with your own self and your own body and the cues that your body gives to you that you've been triggered or that you feel unsafe or uncomfortable or uninvited, then you can step up and be the voice of safety, security, love, and honor for yourself. This is not easy work, and many times the first time that we try and do something like this, we're clumsy, and that's okay. Every opportunity is a chance for us to learn and to grow into grace, grow into a level of delivering what we would like to say in ways that we would like to. Much of this happens when we study ourselves, when we look deeply inside. When I leave that situation at that store and I reflect back, just taking a few minutes of, is there anything that I wish I would have done differently? Is there any way that I could have delivered that message in a more empowered, peaceful, loving, compassionate way and truthful way? Telling our truth is an act of courage. It takes an act of courage. And you have that courage inside you. We all have that courage inside us. Thank you all for being here. Remember to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe. May all beings be free. May all beings know love. And may all beings know peace.